recession. Okay, so this is like the word of the year. You hear it all over the news. You hear it all over social media. You talk about it in your family. It's at your job. Let's talk a little bit about how we can actually prepare for a recession. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 3 things that my family and I are doing to actually prepare and weather this storm that is occurring right now. So stay tuned. Hey everyone, my name is Shalise, also known as Mommy Trader here on YouTube. Hey investie besties, welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I do appreciate all of you guys being here. If you are new, my name is Shalise. I'm 38. I'm a mama, I'm a wife, and I am a serial investing addict, okay? And I really do love talking about stocks and just always to grow your money. So if you want to know more about that, I do share real numbers. Check out my playlist. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the little bell notification button so that you don't miss an upload every time I post a video, y'all. Every time I post a video, sometimes I do surprise lives and you don't want to miss it if you don't have that notification bell hit. So make sure that you guys hit it. So today we're going to be sharing 3 things that my family and I are doing to kind of weather this storm. I know I've been getting a lot of new subscribers to the channel. And so I just want to reiterate, number 1, that recessions are a normal part of the economic cycle. This is not something that just happened and we haven't experienced this before and it's the end of the world, okay? So I want you guys to understand there's a start to a recession and usually there's an end to it. You can go back in the past, you'll see a screenshot up on the screen. I'm telling you guys, trouble don't last always. And I'll tell you guys this before I get into the details, is that a lot of the wealth that's created in this country is usually created through a recession. Outside of like inheritances or like winning the lottery or, something like that, is created during times when people don't invest, when people pull their money out, when people are losing their jobs. And so my job here on this channel, I'm not a financial advisor, okay? But I do share real numbers and I really try to help you guys to understand that with proper preparation, we can actually prepare ourselves and get through the mess that is actually not just is here, but it's actually going to get worse. So let's talk before I get into the video about Jerome Powell. Now I talk about him all the time on this channel. Yes, it's great to follow celebrities if that's what you like. You can follow politicians if that's what you like. But this is one person you really need to be connected to when it comes to not just investing, okay? What he's doing in terms of, for example, increasing the interest rates is affecting everybody. So even if you don't invest, you are still being affected. And there's this saying in the investing or the economic world that inflation really is an extra tax on the poor, those who are in poverty, because again, we don't have a lot of this literacy out here to help people to get prepared to weather the storm. So what happens is that a lot of the people in poverty and the middle class too fall in the cracks. But again, we're going to make sure that we are prepared. We're not going to be scared, because why? Fear doesn't do anything. It just breeds bad decisions. But we're going to use knowledge and use the truth to kind of dispel fear and level up when it comes to our finances. So the first thing that we are doing when it comes to preparing for a recession, a stock crash, inflation, whatever you want to call it, because it's all the same thing to us regular folks, because we see it like on a regular basis. The first thing that we're going to do is beef up our emergency fund. Now, I did a video recently. I'll have it on the screen and I'll have a direct link to it below, where I was talking about, is $100,000 too much? Now, you guys know, if you're new to the channel, you may not know, we're trying to retire early. So every time I talk about retire early, a lot of people think we're just retiring to do nothing. Sometimes that will happen, okay? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But the idea behind early retirement is to not work for anybody else and to really fully work for ourselves. That takes time, especially when you have children, especially when you have a special needs son and you're kind of running around. That takes time and it takes money. And so we're trying to get everything lined up now. So when we do, let's say my husband retires from his 9-to-5 job, if there's lull months or things like that, we can have money to still pay our bills. That is basically like what we're trying to do, okay? When I say retire early. But a part of that is get our emergency fund up. Why? Because when the stock market is down the way it is right now, we don't want to cash out our positions. Now with our dividend income, and this is a strategy for us when it comes to preparing for a recession. I'm going to talk about this a little bit more in step 2, because that's the next thing we're going to be doing, is to really get dividend income, okay? But going back back to the emergency fund, really beefing up our emergency fund. Now, I know Dave Ramsey is a big fan of the $1,000. I'm more of a fan of 1 month's worth of expenses. Why? Because if you get like car repairs will easily eat up $1,000. Like that. Literally, it will easily eat up $1,000. If you break an appliance in the house, if there's a leak in the roof, $1,000 will go through like that. So I always try to tell people, try to aim more for 1 month's worth of expenses. Now, you got to actually know your expenses to get that number. So take a piece of paper, write down all of your expenses, and I want you to write down the income that's coming in. Because a lot of people don't even realize, they may have more expenses than income. So you need to know this information. It may be a little scary, it may be a little shocking, and you may shed a few tears because I know I did when we first started. But you gotta know your financial state. So write this stuff down, and then that way you'll know, like, okay, I need $2,000 realistically for 1 month worth of expenses. So make that your goal first. But we've been having like 3 months of emergency fund and cash over in Capital One for the longest time. I'm not a big fan of keeping a whole lot of cash because, again, cash loses its value. You see the inflation, right? The value of our money is losing value every single day. So I really am, a big proponent of making my money work for me. But on the other hand, I do believe in financial insurance. I think your emergency fund is your financial insurance. That's the first place you go to when life happens. So that way you don't have to go get a credit card or other things that will set you back financially. So this is why we have like this financial foundation, or financial insurance is what I call as an emergency fund. The second thing that we're doing is investing more. So I did talk about this. So we are changing our investing strategy just a little bit. And instead of pouring a lot of money into growth stocks, we're going to just cap it off at our share goals. So for example, we have 47 shares currently of Target. We're going to get it to 50 and then move that money that we would be investing into Target into like realty income. So we want to build up our dividend paying companies. And I'll tell you this, that even when the market is down, we still get our dividends. Okay. So it's a great motivator when it comes to staying the course with investing. I do have a dividend group. I do have a dividend digital bundle on the website if you want to get it for beginners. That really helps you to, have an approach and a strategy to this type of investing. It's not for everybody, but I love it. I mean, I absolutely love getting paid for owning something I was going to buy anyway. The epitome of passive income, the epitome of getting paid in your sleep. So again, we're going to just continue to invest like in our 401k, HSA, the kids accounts, cryptocurrency, just continuing, because again, when you buy and hold over the long term, the market always comes back. I cannot stress that enough, guys. The market always comes back. And just think about Warren Buffett or a lot of the other bigger investors who are investing right now. And you know what happens? They're getting all of the sales right now. Like a lot of us are saving up for Black Friday and all of that type of stuff. But this is like true sales going on right now. Google at the time of this video is under $100. Okay, let me say that again. Google, okay? Google, who also owns YouTube, is under $100 per share. When is the next time we're going to see something like that? Like these are things that can literally change your life 5, 10, 15 years down the line. It seems like it's, far away right now when we're still young. And look, if you're still of working age, you're still considered young in my book, okay? So you have time to do this. And so we're going to just continue to invest like we've been doing. I'm going to continue to come on here with our portfolio updates. I'm going to continue to come on here with our net worth updates. If the market is up, if the market is down, and you will see over time, the market always goes up. So we're going to continue to invest. The third and final thing that we're going to do during this inflationary recession stock market crash period, do our best to not incur any debt. So I said not do our best because we can make a lot of plans and affirmations, and I do believe in that. On the other hand, never say you're never going to do anything because you just don't know how you may respond if life actually throws a ball in your corner and say, here, catch. You never know what you may have to do, but at least our best. We're going to do our best to not incur any debt. And we already do a really great job with doing that. We do use credit cards. I know not everybody uses credit cards, but we do use credit cards because number one, it's great for credit. If you're trying to get into real estate, you need to have good credit. You need to have great credit, in my opinion, for the better interest rate, especially because they're going up. But despite what Dave Ramsey says, I'm telling you from somebody who owns 3 houses, you need good credit. Okay. And so it helps with that. You can also get like miles and points. So if you travel on vacation like we do and we take our children with us, it costs money to get them a seat on a plane and to pay for them to get into like a park or an excursion or something. And it will help lessen the cost having those points or miles as well. But again, it helps create good habits. You know, if we are charging something to our card, we want to make sure that we have the money to pay that off. That is something that I'm teaching my 16-year-old daughter. She has a credit card. She actually has an Amex Gold card. And we always tell her, you know, every time you charge something, you need to be able to pay it off. This is building good habits, because with the interest rates keep going up and a lot of the variable interest is attached to like student loans and to credit cards and to personal loans, even to some car loans. So you're going to notice your payments going up, for example. If you have a HELOC, you're going to notice that going up, for example. If you have medical debt that doesn't have a fixed rate on it, that's going up. And speaking of fixed rates, even the fixed rates are going up. Now, variable interest rates go up much faster than fixed rates, but you know, if you're going to get a mortgage, for example, and you want to get a fixed interest rate, it's still much higher than what it was just this past spring. So again, it's all about making sure we're putting ourselves in the best positions to level up when it comes to our finances and making sure you keep your debt. And I'm going to add on to this expenses as well. All right, guys, it is time to do the giveaway. Okay, so remember, you had to watch this video right here. I posted it on Sunday. I did not put it in the thumbnail or the title. I wanted to make sure that those who were watching would be the ones to truly be entered into the giveaway. So I am here on the commentpicker.com. It's really a great site to use to pick random people to win prizes. I have the URL to that video here. I have the hashtag. So you had to have left the hashtag MT5K and you had to be subscribed. And we are going to go ahead and get the YouTube comments. I'm going to click. There were 79 comments or 79 people who entered that hashtag. I'm going to come down and I'm going to click start. Let's see who the winner is going to be. All right, Jan617, you said new subscriber to your channel. Thank you, Uncle Larry. Love your channel. I purchased your dividend worksheet. I did see that, and thank you so much for your support. So make sure you reach out to me at my email to get your prize. Let's go ahead and pick another winner. Let's see. Okay, GP Odds and Ends, formerly GP Nail Art. Comment, I love all the tips and tricks for investing in your transparency. Thank you so much. Okay, both of the winners, make sure you contact me below and I will get you your prizes. As low as possible. Again, go through your budget. Take out the things that are not important. So again, I did not say needs versus wants because that's subjective to each person. What's important to you versus what's not important to you. If you want the football package on your channel because it helps you to relax like my husband does, get that. But if you haven't been to the gym in 1 year, cancel it because it's not important to you, and that's what we did. So again, it's about what's important, what helps you to have have a stress-free mental break, you know, what helps you to feel good. Get that and make sure it fits within your budget, but let go of the things that are literally you're just wasting money. Magazine subscriptions, you haven't picked up that magazine in so long, cancel the subscription. If you know you don't watch cable, cancel the subscription. If you know you haven't been on Disney Plus in a long time, cancel it, okay? Because you may not think $10, $15, it all adds up when you talk about month over month for a whole year, okay? So those are just the 3 things that we are doing to prepare for the recession. Let me know down below, like, if you can list like 1, 2, 3 things you're trying to do right now to prepare, whether it's, you know, maybe paying off a credit card, maybe, you know, saving $100 in your savings account, maybe getting a whole share in Google, for example. Tell me some of the things you're trying to do to get ahead and to stay the course when it comes to this mess that we're in, because I can't think of one word besides mess, okay? So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Hit the little bell notification button so that you don't miss an upload. Follow me over on the Instagram, y'all, okay? I post more often over there. Again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you on the next one, okay? Have a good one. Bye-bye.